We live in a world where algorithms shape our identities, mirrors reflect masks, and authenticity feels endangered. Are we losing ourselves to AI? This video uncovers the hidden battle between the real self and the digital persona, revealing how technology rewrites who we are and what we risk losing. Chapter 1: Wearing Masks Online. We live in a time where almost everyone wears a mask. Not the kind made of cloth or plastic, but the invisible masks we put on when we step into the digital world. Social media, AI filters, even the way we write messages, all of it becomes part of a performance. We show the world a version of ourselves that feels polished, curated, and safe. But behind that mask, something more fragile waits. Think about the last time you posted a photo online. Did you choose the one where you looked natural, or the one where the lighting was perfect, your smile just right, and the background free of clutter? Most of us choose the second option. That's the mask. It's not fake, it's still you, but it's a version of you designed to be seen. And AI has made those masks easier to create than ever. With a single click, you can smooth your skin, change your voice, or even generate an image of yourself that looks flawless. But here's the question: when the mask becomes so easy to wear, do we forget what our real face looks like? AI doesn't just reflect us, it amplifies us. It takes the persona we want to project and multiplies it across platforms, feeds, and timelines. Suddenly, the mask isn't just one photo or one post. It's a whole identity, stitched together by algorithms that know what gets likes, what keeps people watching, and what makes us feel validated. The danger is subtle. We start to believe the mask is more real than the person underneath. Imagine standing in front of a digital mirror. Each reflection shows a slightly different version of you. One more confident, one more attractive, one more successful. The mirror whispers, "This is who people want to see." And slowly you begin to agree. That's the trap. Psychologist Carl Jung called this the persona, the social face we present to the world. In his time, it was shaped by culture, family, and community. Today, it's shaped by algorithms. AI doesn't just help us wear the mask. It teaches us which mask will get the most applause. And applause is addictive. But here's the twist. The more we polish the mask, the more invisible the real self becomes. We risk losing the messy, imperfect, authentic parts that make us human. The laugh that isn't photogenic, the story that doesn't fit into a neat caption, the silence that doesn't trend. This is where authenticity begins to slip away. Not because we want to be fake, but because the digital world rewards the mask more than the truth. And when AI joins the game, the mask becomes smarter, faster, and harder to take off. Think about influencers who build entire careers on curated identities. Their lives look perfect, but behind the scenes, many struggle with burnout, loneliness, or the pressure to keep up appearances. AI tools only intensify that cycle. They make it easier to maintain the illusion, but harder to step away from it. And yet, there's something powerful about noticing the mask. When you realize you're wearing one, you can choose whether to keep it on or take it off. That choice is the beginning of authenticity. If you're watching this, pause for a moment and ask yourself, what mask do you wear online? Is it the mask of success, the mask of beauty, the mask of confidence? And what would happen if you let people see the face underneath? This video is about exploring those questions together. And if you want to keep diving deeper into how AI is reshaping identity, make sure you subscribe to the channel right now. That way you won't miss the next chapters where we uncover the hidden sides of ourselves and how to stay human in a machine-driven world. Because here's the truth. The mask isn't going away. AI will keep offering us new ways to polish, filter, and project. But authenticity isn't about rejecting the mask. It's about remembering that it's only one layer. Beneath it, there's a face that doesn't need approval to be real. The challenge of our time is learning how to live with both the mask that helps us navigate the digital stage and the face that reminds us who we really are. If we can hold on to that balance, maybe we won't lose ourselves to AI after all. Chapter 2: Facing Our Hidden Side. Every person carries a side of themselves they rarely show. It's the part filled with doubts, fears, and impulses we'd rather keep hidden. Psychologists call it the shadow, the collection of traits we deny or suppress. In everyday life, the shadow slips out in small ways: a sudden burst of anger, a jealous thought, a quiet insecurity. Most of the time, we push it back down. But in the age of AI, the shadow doesn't stay hidden so easily. Think about the way algorithms work. They learn from what we click, what we watch, what we search. They don't just reflect the polished version of us, the mask we carefully design. They also reveal the parts we didn't mean to show. That late-night search, that guilty curiosity, that moment of weakness. AI notices, and once it notices, it remembers. This is where authenticity collides with technology. The shadow, once private, becomes data. Suddenly, the things we thought were invisible are mapped, categorized, and sometimes even predicted. It's unsettling. The machine doesn't judge, but it exposes. And exposure can feel like betrayal. Imagine walking through a corridor where the walls are made of screens. Each screen flashes a piece of your hidden self, the insecurity you tried to bury, the bias you didn't want to admit, the desire you never spoke aloud. You keep walking, but the screens follow. That's what it feels like when AI begins to surface the shadow. But here's the paradox. Authenticity requires facing the shadow. If we only cling to the mask, we stay shallow. If we confront the shadow, we grow. Jung believed that integration, the process of acknowledging and accepting the shadow, was essential for becoming whole. And now AI forces us to confront it whether we're ready or not. Consider how recommendation systems work. They don't just show us what we like, they show us what we crave, sometimes against our better judgment. A person trying to quit smoking might be shown ads for cigarettes. Someone struggling with body image might be flooded with fitness influencers. The shadow is pulled into the light, magnified by algorithms that know exactly where we're vulnerable. This can feel dangerous. It can feel like the machine is exploiting us. But it can also be a mirror. When AI reveals the shadow, it gives us a chance to see ourselves more clearly. The question is whether we use that mirror to grow or whether we let it control us. Think of a person scrolling late at night. They see content that stirs envy, anger, or desire. They feel uncomfortable, maybe even ashamed. But if they pause and ask, why does this affect me so strongly? They begin to face the shadow. That moment of reflection is the seed of authenticity. The challenge is that AI doesn't pause. It keeps feeding, keeps amplifying, keeps pushing. It doesn't care if we're ready to face the shadow. It only cares about engagement. And so, authenticity becomes an act of resistance. It means choosing to confront what the machine reveals instead of being consumed by it. Picture a shadow figure walking beside a glowing AI interface. Sometimes the shadow merges with the light, sometimes it resists. That's the dance we're in. The machine shows us parts of ourselves we'd rather ignore, and we decide whether to integrate or deny. Integration doesn't mean indulging every impulse. It means acknowledging the shadow without letting it rule. It means saying, yes, this is part of me, but it doesn't define me. That's authenticity. And in the age of AI, it's more important than ever. Because here's the danger. If we don't face the shadow, the machine will define us by it. It will assume that every click, every search, every moment of weakness is who we are. And once that definition is set, it becomes hard to escape. The algorithm doesn't forget, but if we face the shadow ourselves, we reclaim the narrative. We decide how much of it belongs in our story. We decide how to integrate it into our identity. AI may expose, but it doesn't have to dictate. The hidden side of ourselves is not something to fear. It's something to understand. And when AI brings it to the surface, we have a choice: hide again or grow. Authenticity means choosing growth. It means stepping into the discomfort, acknowledging the parts we'd rather deny, and weaving them into a fuller, truer self. The shadow in the machine is not the enemy. It's a reminder that we are more than our masks, more than our curated identities, more than the polished versions we show online. We are complex, imperfect, and human, and that humanity is what makes authenticity possible, even in the age of AI. Chapter 3: Staying Human in a Machine World. The world around us is changing faster than ever. Artificial intelligence is no longer just a tool, it's becoming a constant presence, shaping the way we think, create, and connect. It writes, it paints, it recommends, it predicts. And in this flood of machine-generated voices, the question rises: how do we stay human? To answer that, we need to remember what makes us different. Machines can process data, but they don't feel. They can mimic emotion, but they don't experience it. They can generate endless versions of perfection, but they don't know what imperfection means. Authenticity begins with embracing the things AI cannot replicate: the pulse of a heartbeat, the tremble in a voice, the messy contradictions of being alive. Imagine a dancer moving with a holographic partner. The AI dancer is flawless, every step precise, every rhythm exact. The human dancer stumbles, hesitates, improvises, and yet it's the human's imperfection that makes the dance beautiful. That's the essence of authenticity in a machine world, not competing with perfection, but celebrating the imperfect. AI offers us shortcuts. It can polish our words, edit our photos, even generate entire identities. But shortcuts come with a cost. If we rely too heavily on them, we risk losing the raw texture of our own creativity. The challenge is not to reject AI, but to use it wisely, to let it assist without allowing it to replace. Think of a writer staring at a blank page. AI can fill it instantly with polished sentences. But the writer's struggle, the pause, the doubt, the sudden spark of inspiration is irreplaceable. That struggle is where authenticity lives. It's where the human voice emerges, trembling but true. The danger is subtle. When AI becomes too seamless, too invisible, we may forget it's there. We may start to believe that the machine's voice is our own. And slowly the boundary between human and machine blurs. That's why staying human requires awareness. It means noticing when the machine speaks and choosing when to let it speak for us. Authenticity in this age is not about rejecting technology. It's about integration. It's about saying, yes, I will use AI to help me, but I will not let it define me. It's about keeping the human pulse at the center, even as the machine surrounds us. Consider artists who use AI to expand their vision. They don't let the machine replace their creativity. They use it as a partner. A painter might generate digital sketches to explore ideas, but the final brushstroke is theirs. A musician might use AI to experiment with sound, but the emotion in the performance is human. This is the dance of integration, a partnership where the machine amplifies, but the human directs. The risk comes when we forget to direct. When we let the machine lead, authenticity slips away. We become echoes of algorithms, shaped by recommendations, guided by predictions, flattened into patterns. Staying human means resisting that drift. It means reclaiming the role of author, creator, and decision maker. Picture a heartbeat pulsing through wires. The machine tries to sync with it, but the rhythm remains uniquely human. That heartbeat is the symbol of authenticity. It reminds us that beneath the layers of data and code, there is something machines cannot touch. Authenticity also means embracing vulnerability. AI thrives on certainty. It predicts, it calculates, it eliminates risk. But humans thrive on vulnerability. We grow through mistakes. We connect through honesty. We bond through shared imperfection. In a world of flawless algorithms, vulnerability becomes a radical act. It says, I am not perfect, and that is why I am real. The future will not slow down. AI will keep advancing, offering us more masks, more shortcuts, more illusions, but authenticity will remain the same. It will always be about remembering the human pulse, the shadow we face, the mask we choose to wear or remove. It will always be about choosing to be real, even when the machine offers something easier. So, how do we stay human in a machine world? By remembering that authenticity is not a product, it's a practice. It's the daily choice to speak in our own voice, to create with our own hands, to feel with our own hearts. It's the courage to stumble, to doubt, to be imperfect. The machine will keep dancing beside us. Sometimes it will lead, sometimes it will follow. But the dance is ours. And as long as we keep the human pulse alive, we will not lose ourselves to AI.